Yo, what's up everybody? It's Mehdi. We're back with another video, and let me tell you, this one is wild. We're talking about the weirdest, most unbelievable real-life stories ever. Like, seriously. You won't believe this stuff actually happened. We're talking mysterious disappearances, crazy coincidences, and straight-up bizarre events that'll make you question everything you thought you knew about reality. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to dive into the top 5 weirdest real stories ever reported. Let's do this. All right, guys, imagine this. It's Christmas Eve, 1945. The Sodder family, they're all cozy in their home in Fayetteville, West Virginia. 9 kids, loving parents, Christmas presents piled high. It's a picture-perfect holiday scene, right? Wrong. This Christmas Eve turns into a parent's worst nightmare. A fire breaks out in the Sodder house. The parents, George and Jenny, they manage to escape with 4 of their kids, but 5 of their children are missing, gone, vanished. The fire department, they show up, but by then the house is a pile of ashes. Everyone just assumes the missing kids died in the fire. Tragic, right? But here's where it gets creepy. They never find the children's bodies, not a single bone. And trust me, they searched everywhere in the rubble. It's like those kids just vanished into thin air. Now the Sodders, they're not giving up. They start their own investigation, putting up billboards, chasing down every lead, every rumor. Years go by, decades even. There are whispers, potential sightings of the kids, but nothing concrete. The mystery of the missing Sodder children, it becomes one of the most baffling unsolved cases in American history. Imagine the parents, their hope flickering with every passing year, every dead end. This story, it's not just about a fire. It's about a family ripped apart by a mystery that refuses to die. It makes you wonder what really happened that night. Were the kids kidnapped? Did they somehow escape the fire and get amnesia? We might never know, but one thing's for sure. The story of the Sodder children is a chilling reminder that sometimes real life is stranger than fiction. Okay, get ready for this one because it's seriously messed up. Picture this, it's 1959, the dead of winter in the Ural Mountains in Russia. 9 experienced hikers, young and adventurous, they set out on a trek through the snowy wilderness. They're students from a tech institute, pumped for this adventure, documenting everything with their cameras and journals. Everything seems normal at first. They're laughing, taking pictures, enjoying the breathtaking scenery. But then something goes terribly wrong, like seriously wrong. These hikers, they never reach their intended destination. A search party is sent out, and what they find is the stuff of nightmares. The hiker's tent is ripped open from the inside, like someone was trying to escape from something terrifying. Their belongings, including shoes and warm clothing, are left scattered around the campsite. Why would they leave their gear behind in freezing temperatures? It just doesn't make sense, and it gets worse, way worse. The bodies of the hikers are found scattered around the area, some partially dressed, some with horrific injuries. We're talking broken bones, internal damage, even signs of radiation. And get this, some of them are even missing their eyes and tongues. What could have caused this level of trauma? Was it a wild animal attack, an avalanche, or something even more sinister? The official explanation at the time was a compelling natural force, which basically means they have no clue. Theories range from secret government experiments to paranormal activity and even attacks by mythical creatures. This story, it's like something out of a horror movie. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling, unsolved mysteries of all time. A terrifying reminder that there are some places in this world where it's best not to venture. Guys, this next story is one of the creepiest and most unsettling cases I've ever heard. It's about a young woman named Elisa Lamb, and it all went down at the infamous Cecil Hotel in downtown Los Angeles. This hotel, by the way, already has a super shady history, like tons of deaths and disappearances. But Elisa's story, it just hits differently. So Elisa, she's a 21-year-old student from Canada visiting LA. She checks into the Cecil Hotel, and at first everything seems normal. She's posting on social media, exploring the city, typical tourist stuff, but then she just vanishes. Gone without a trace. Days turn into weeks, and Elisa's family is freaking out. They fly to LA, desperate for answers, but the police, they're stumped. There's no sign of Elisa, no leads, nothing. Then things take a truly bizarre turn. Guests at the hotel start complaining about the water pressure being all messed up, like the water's coming out black and tasting weird. The hotel staff, they go up to the roof to check out the water tank. And that's when they find her. Elisa's body, submerged in the water tank. I know, right? It's beyond creepy. But hold up, it gets even weirder. Remember how I said Elisa was posting on social media? Well, right before she disappeared, she posted this really strange video. It's elevator security footage of her, and her behavior is just off. She's acting super paranoid, like someone's following her. She's pushing all the buttons, hiding in the corner, peeking out of the elevator like she's seeing things. It's seriously unsettling. The footage went viral and everyone had a theory. Was she on drugs, having a mental breakdown, or was something more sinister at play? The police, they ruled her death an accidental drowning, but to this day, tons of people believe there's more to the story. Was she murdered? Did she climb into the tank herself? And what about that creepy elevator footage, the Elisa Lam case? It's one of those mysteries that sticks with you. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes, even in the heart of a bustling city, darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places. All right, guys, this next story is straight out of a horror movie, but get this, it's 100% real. We're talking about the Enfield poltergeist, and it's one of the most well-documented cases of paranormal activity ever. This all went down in Enfield, England back in 1977. Imagine this, a normal family, the Harpers, living in a normal house. They had no idea what was about to hit them. It started small, like weird noises at night, objects moving around on their own. But then, things escalated quickly. Furniture started levitating, objects flying across the room, voices whispering threats. It was like something out of a horror movie, but for the Harpers, it was all too real. The kids, especially the two daughters, they were the main targets. One of the daughters, Janet, she claimed to be possessed by this entity, this dark force that called itself Bill. Her voice would change. She'd speak in different languages, even levitate in her sleep. It was terrifying. The Enfield poltergeist case, it blew up in the media. Newspapers, TV crews, paranormal investigators. They all descended on the Harper house trying to figure out what the heck was going on. Some people thought the family was faking it for attention, but there were just too many witnesses, too many unexplainable events. Even the police, they were called in, and they were totally freaked out by what they saw. Objects moving on their own, furniture overturning. These were tough cops, and they were visibly shaken. To this day, the Enfield poltergeist case remains one of the most debated and controversial paranormal cases in history. Was it real demonic possession, mass hysteria, or just a really elaborate hoax? Whatever it was, it left its mark on everyone involved, a terrifying reminder that there might be forces out there that we just can't explain. All right, guys, get ready to have your minds blown because this last story is out of this world, literally. We're talking about the Phoenix Lights, one of the most famous UFO sightings in history. It all went down on March 13th, 1997 in Phoenix, Arizona. Thousands of people, I'm talking thousands, witnessed a series of bright lights hovering in the night sky. These weren't your average shooting stars or airplanes, guys. We're talking about massive V-shaped formations of lights moving silently and slowly across the horizon. People were freaking out, calling the news, taking pictures, filming videos. It was chaos. Eyewitnesses described these lights as being huge, like the size of several football fields. They said the lights seemed to be intelligently controlled, making these weird formations and movements that defied any explanation. Some people even claimed to see these lights up close, describing them as being like giant, glowing orbs. And get this, even the governor of Arizona at the time, Fife Symington, he saw the lights. He even held a press conference later, joking about capturing an alien spacecraft, but then things got serious. The Air Force, they came out and said the lights were just flares dropped during a military exercise. But a lot of people didn't buy it. They said the lights they saw were way too big, too bright, too silent to be flares. The Phoenix Lights incident, it sparked a ton of conspiracy theories, with people claiming it was evidence of alien visitation, government cover-ups, you name it. To this day, the Phoenix Lights remain a mystery. Was it just a bunch of flares, or did something truly extraordinary happen in the skies over Arizona that night? We might never know for sure, but one thing's for sure, the Phoenix Lights continue to fascinate and intrigue people all over the world, a reminder that there's still so much out there that we don't understand. And there you have it, guys. The top 5 weirdest real stories ever. I told you, you wouldn't believe this stuff actually happened. From vanishing children to creepy hotel deaths, mysterious mountain disappearances, poltergeist houses, and UFO sightings, these stories prove that real life can be way stranger than fiction. Which story freaked you out the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more mind-blowing content, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.